Hello, welcome everyone to this live stream with Nihal Sarin. The youngster has performed amazingly well at the chess.com Global Chess Championship 2022 and has managed to win the second place in a field that included some of the best players in the world. It had Anand, Kramnik, of course, these former world champions, Hikaru, Caruana, Wesley So, Anish Giri, Duda, Mamedyarov, you name it, the top players, and they were there. Also, the young talents were there, and Nihal managed to finish second and also took home a massive prize fund of $100,000. So today I want to talk to him. I want to get his thoughts on how it felt for him to perform so well at this event. And I think let's try to invite him. But before that, I just want to say hi to everyone in the chat. You can ask questions to Nihal. I've also taken questions from our community post. So we will be taking some questions from there as well. And let's get him over here. Hello, hi Nihal.
Hi.
Nihal, we are already live today. So a huge congratulations to you for winning this great event. I mean, you finished runner up, but what a fantastic performance it was to finish second in a tournament that had so many strong players. How does it feel for you after this event?
Yeah, thank you. It feels great. It was a great experience, and I really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, tell us a bit about. So we last spoke to you after you beat Ding, and you had a great match with him. You beat him in 3 games itself. Then you qualified for top 8, and then the tournament was going to be held in Toronto, but you were you didn't reach there. So what happened?
So it was not easy for everyone to get visa to Canada. I think it's generally takes a lot of time. So myself, Andrekin and Rajabo played in Belgrade. So chess.com arranged a separate, like an alternative venue in Belgrade
Okay,
with
so
computer setup and all.
So all three of you were there. Okay. I At some point you were alone because I think they both got knocked out, right, in the first
Hmm,
round, like in the quarterfinals itself.
yes.
Right. So how was your experience there? I mean, did you play on their machines? Did you play on your computer? Did you have your own mouse? How was that experience? I think this is your first time that you went to a venue somewhere and then played online, correct? Or have you done it before?
Yeah. Yes, like this is the first time. There is online Olympiad,
Right,
but
right.
but yeah.
Online Olympiad, I think you carried all your stuff, right, over
Yes,
there.
yes, yes, yes. So
So
here I took my mouse, but they provided a laptop.
and was it fine for you? Does it impact you as a player that you can't use your laptop, or it's just fine?
Yeah, it's fine. Actually, it was much better. It was much faster.
Okay,
Like I don't think it's the laptop as such, but the internet and like the pieces were just moving much faster.
okay. Mm. And what was the setup like? Because I saw some pictures over there. So let me just pull that up. Also, let me get you on the screen here as well. Um, yeah, there you are. So these, like, I saw this one picture of you playing table tennis there. It was tweeted by Mike Klein. And also, like, the setup looked like a house, so were you staying in that house? Were you playing there as well?
No, I was not staying in that house. I was staying a hotel nearby, but it was like an apartment on top of some, I don't know. It was like some small apartment on top of what seemed like a very old building.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was really good.
Okay, okay,
It was
fantastic.
small, but it was very decent.
When you started off this tournament and when you saw all this sort of star-studded lineup, did you think that you would reach the finals?
No.
Yeah, I mean it's really one of the strongest events, right, out there with everyone playing. Uh, so shall we look at some of your games, because I think from the quarterfinals leading up to it, you beat Samuel Sevian, then you beat Anish Giri, and then your finals with Wesley. So I have some little moments that I've picked up from these games.
Okay.
By the way, Aradhya Garg says, congratulations on your wonderful performance. Actually, these questions we'll pick up later as well, but one question: you have proved yourself ample times in shortened time controls. What changes do you have to make perform in classical chess in your view? Okay, quite a tough question, right? The first one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think in classical, well, what to say, the whole thing changes a bit. Like you have to be much more precise and all.
Hmm.
But I guess it should. What to say? It's not easy, but I guess it should happen at some point.
It's already happening, no?
Yeah, it's although my rating is not going up too much, I think my chess is becoming better with every tournament. So like in the long run, I think it all the experience should be there.
Yeah, because if we look at how you did in your Olympiad, that was a great result already, and I think things are looking great in that sense.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's have a look at my first game that I have selected here. Your match with Samuel Sevian was very sort of heated. I would say I was a little bit busy at that point with the death match and chess at DreamHack and all, so I couldn't follow it live when it happened. But now that I follow it, I mean, you were on the edge, right, in that match.
Yeah, totally.
Firstly, like, this was, I think, game first day didn't go your way. Um, you were two and a half, 1.5 trailing behind. What was your mindset going into day number two? What did you prepare and what did you think you could do better?
So on day one, he completely outplayed me. So I was just happy that it was two and a half and not 3-1, which it could have easily been.
Right.
And yeah, on the second day, I just wanted to just play better in general. Yeah, just I can play a bit more freely because I'm a point down, so there is a lot of pressure on him not to lose.
Hmm. Okay. So we reached this somewhere around this position in this game. You are playing with the black pieces and you are already trailing 2.5, 1.5. So and you had a worse position in this game as well. And when he pushed d5, what was your thought here? What did you feel? Was it a good move by him?
That's what I thought initially. Like, okay, he had quite a long think before playing d5, and I was almost sure that he will play d5 because I was also seeing this and it looked very tempting for it. So the idea is to, so objectively it's not a great move, but the idea is that if black, I thought if I can just play like c6, king g7 and all, it's very solid and it's quite easy for me to make moves. Just very solid position, and white's extra pawn is not really felt practically, I think.
Hmm.
So the idea of d5 is to just break open the center given the chance, and like ed5, white probably wants to play f5, gf5, queen f4, something like this, and suddenly my king starts feeling very unsafe.
Right.
So my plan was to take knight d5 as I did in that game.
And he took. And
Yeah,
once again, I think if you take ed5, there is f5.
yeah, I didn't really calculate it much, but just intuitively it felt very scary.
Hmm.
So queen d5, bishop g6, and initially I was looking at this line: queen b5 check, bd3, queen b2, queen c7, and I was not sure what's happening, like rook d8. I thought I'm sort of fine, but I thought I'm quite okay here, practically speaking, but
Hmm.
white is definitely not in any danger and can safely press, I guess. With, for example, queen a5 or something like that.
Right.
And then it suddenly struck me that I don't need to give this check. I think this queen b7 was a very good move.
What it basically forces him to move his bishop, and your queen is in a better position, right?
Yeah, the point is b7. The point is it attacks b2, and also it doesn't allow the bishop to come back to like e4, which would be much better, I think.
Hmm.
And actually, I was just hoping that he has to move the bishop. Like I did not want to, like I did not calculate if something like f5 is working. But I just hope not. I guess it's not.
F5 would be like a very
Yeah,
crazy move, right?
yeah, like fg and whatever, like f6, like just.
Yes.
But it shouldn't work. I guess I don't know why exactly, but it shouldn't work. So the point was so bishop d3, or he could go to c2, but I don't know. The idea was I could get rook g8.
Right. It's a very important intermediate move, because if you do queen b2, it's the same. He takes here
Yes,
and
yes.
we transpose. Rook g8.
And suddenly this check on g2 is very
Hmm.
king e2, now queen b2 comes with a check.
Ah, right.
And yeah, after he went rook h2, now it's obviously a much better
His
intuition
rook
to,
is now passive.
yeah,
So it takes.
my rook is active and his is passive. So yeah, rook d8, and I was pretty happy here. And yeah, bishop e2, he just collapsed under pressure.
Yeah, this move was a big blunder. I think he might be under a lot of time trouble.
Time was around even, but yeah, he was coming down. So
So when you took, and maybe let me ask the chat now. What should Black play here? What did Nihal do in this position? And guys, try to think here, because Nihal came up with a nice move that just finished off the game. Yeah, Aradhya, you are right. That is correct. Sachin says queen b5 check. Very good. And that is correct. You gave a check here, and it's done, because his king can't go here. He goes here, there is rook coming in. If bishop e2, there is queen b1. It's a very one of those checks which you don't realize is so powerful.
yeah,
Check, king here, and mate. I mean, the bishop is lost and game is over. So this game would have been a very crucial win for you. You would have gotten back your sort of confidence here.
hmm, yeah, for sure.
How would it be between the rounds? Like, what would you do in general? Would you prepare between the
No,
games?
no, I was not preparing really. Yeah, I was just usually just walking on the balcony, taking in somewhere.
Just walking, yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't go there with anyone? You went alone?
yeah,
Ah, with no trainer, no parents, like you were alone
no,
there.
no, yeah.
Ah, do you enjoy going alone to events? It might get a bit lonely, right, at some point?
Yes, it did. But
Because I remember you were in Abu Dhabi for the World Championship. Remember that
hmm,
Dubai, there was this rapid
yeah,
and blitz. There also you came alone. So now
yes,
I think you've started traveling alone to events. How has that experience been?
yeah. It's pretty good. Sometimes you could feel lonely, but in Belgrade, the chess.com staff were very nice,
Hmm.
and yeah, so it was some company.
Okay. Okay. And regarding, you have to manage everything, your food, your money, your trial, all
Yeah,
that is fine, yes?
yeah, I'm slowly learning.
Okay, fantastic. Then we go to the next game, and here you played this new idea, which not the new idea, but I think Vidit also played it recently.
Mhm.
You went knight d2, and it reached a interesting position at this point.
Mhm.
Were you surprised by your opponent's next move d6 here?
Yes, I was pleasantly surprised.
Hmm.
I thought he had to play bishop f2. I did not really see another good move.
Huh. And then
And
how would you have continued here?
yeah, I was calculating this man. So queen f2, rook b3. Now rook c3 is quite a serious threat.
King c2, yeah?
It's not mate, but just
Spoiling the
it's just
structure.
very yeah. I did not really consider king c2, although it's not bad actually.
Yeah, I know. I thought like king
Mm,
c2 looks normal, but maybe something
Actually,
else.
actually, king c2 makes a lot of sense.
I don't know.
Like
Maybe it's not the best move. I don't have the engine or anything, but maybe rook
yeah,
h3.
yeah, that's what I was calculating to stop. So there was this long line. So knight c5.
Mhm.
Black is like protecting the rook and stopping
It's not a
bishop b3.
forcing position, yes? Like here, your move.
Yeah, I saw a pretty forced line.
Okay.
So bishop b4, let's say,
Mhm.
rook h3, bishop c5, and it feels like black is about to lose a piece because everything is hanging. But there is d6 and ed6, cd6, bishop d6, and now there is, I guess, queen h4 is also maybe a move.
Mm.
Let's say take take, and it leads to a rook endgame. You see.
Right. This might be also around equal.
Yeah, bishop f8, king f8, rook d8, rook c8, and black has rook h1 at
Oh, nice.
that. I don't know about this, but what I saw is I don't remember if I saw this line, but I
Queen
saw
e3,
black.
yeah?
Yeah, and black has rook e8 blocking it, and yeah, this is around equal.
Oh, amazing calculation. So he went d6, and then you took queen
Mhm.
takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, and now just knight
Yeah,
a5. Fantastic move.
I assumed he missed this. He had to miss this, I think.
Because his
Had to have
plan
missed
was
this.
if you take here, he wanted
Mhm.
bishop c7,
Yes.
attacking b3 and the rook, right?
Yes.
So that's why knight a5 is such a good move. You are attacking c6, you are now saving your knight, d6 is weak.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's the difference with knight d4 because now d6 also.
right, right. Here he
Yeah.
can go bd7, but then d6 is not hanging.
Yes.
So knight a5, rook e8, bishop f3. He
Hmm.
took, and I liked how you even played just b4, and you were like, okay,
Yeah.
game
It's
over.
like yeah, it's not hard for things to go wrong. Suddenly, some knight c5, bishop f5 comes, and knight b3 is already made. If
That
you're
would be too
not sure.
brutal.
So yeah, I thought it makes a lot of sense to just block. Although the bishop on a5 also looks bad for some time, the knight is stuck, which is more important.
And I think you managed to convert this really well. So it was a very smooth win here.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Now you have the lead in the match suddenly. And the next game, I can't believe what just happened. And I guess even you would be a bit surprised. Uh, what went wrong in the opening? Like, this looks like a standard position.
Yeah, actually, I should not have even allowed this probably. I should have probably taken on c4. The next move I was going to take on c4 and go for some e5 or c5
So you're
when black
saying
is
that
very comfortable.
here,
Yeah. Like for example, after rook c2, I should have probably just taken on c4 and played something e5, and it's very comfortable for me. d5 knight c5.
Hmm.
Then the bishop can later come to c8, so the bishop is not stuck there.
Right.
So
You
yeah,
went here, he
firstly,
took.
mhm. And suddenly this is not so easy because generally I think so. I think white's idea in these structures is to get knight e5,
And f4, right?
but yeah, but it's generally not very easy when black has a knight on d7.
Hmm.
So I think so white wants to play, like, let's say I don't play knight f8, I play a move like queen e7,
Okay.
and now knight g3, say. And suddenly I don't like having the pawn on h6 anymore because
But
I think with
g6
the pawn,
h5?
yeah, maybe I could still do this. Yeah, g6 h5.
You didn't, if your pawn was back here, you would have been more comfortable doing this.
Yeah. But the thing is, yeah, knight g3. I don't know if white should play knight g3 or not, but there is this idea of playing queen a1 and knight
Okay. Maybe queen a1. But it's
e5. So
still not
now
possible. It's like a waiting game. He's waiting for the knight to move so he can go knight e5.
I can go straight away because c7 is hanging.
C7. Okay, got it.
I think that's the idea.
So if I go rook c8, I mean it looks passive, but at least it
Probably
stops
rook
knight
c8.
e5. Sorry?
Probably rook c1.
Yeah.
I think it's a typical plan. This rook c2 queen a1 knight e5. And
And he
I
might
did not
double.
like. Mhm.
Or bishop f5, maybe pinning.
Yes, that too. Yeah, I did not know what to do simply.
Mhm.
And I don't like my pawn on h6 in these positions. So for example, like even knight e4, for example,
You mean here, after
or even before,
here.
let's say here, yeah, and knight g3. And again, with the pawn on h1, I would be very comfortable playing something like g6. Just stop knight f5, but I don't know, for some reason it just feels very weird with pawn on h6.
And
G6
if
just
I
feels
take
not.
this, then is it not playable like this?
Uh, it's not horrible, I guess, but what to do as black? That's the thing. Because whenever knight moves from d7, knight e5 comes. Otherwise, white could play like queen e2, rook f7, prepare knight e5.
Right. Also, like c5 looks too sort of, these hanging
Yeah,
pawns don't look that pretty.
yes, and also white's both bishops are becoming open, and also white can decide when to take.
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess I should have simply not allowed the structure in the first place. And yeah, I handled it very badly in this game.
Right.
So yeah, that's why I wanted to play it in some sort of, what do I say, Queen's Indian style. Just I think just bringing knight to e6 is very common and trying for c5 there.
Hmm.
But I totally underestimated how strong white's attack is.
He just went here and rook c8,
Yeah, I was
knight
also
f5,
playing two first. Yeah.
bishop
So
f8.
yeah, Queen e1 is a very good move and it's already +2.
It's +2, and after you take here, it's like plus what, 6 or 7 something.
Yeah.
Like what?
So the thing is, I was only looking at like g4, rook g2 kind of, right? With the rook on c2.
Here.
That's why I played this rook c8, so that whenever g4 comes, I can immediately take and trade the rooks,
Hmm.
not allowing rook g2 g5 step. No, not there. Like for example, instead of queen e1,
If g4.
g4, cd4. It's not very pleasant still, but I thought I can at least trade and maybe still rook g2 is
Yeah,
strong enough.
maybe rook g2 with g5 could get
Yeah,
really nasty there.
I totally underestimated everything, I guess.
But this would
But
be
yeah,
good for you if this something like this.
even this is not great. Like I thought something like knight e4.
Hmm.
maybe f6 I can push back white's pieces.
Correct.
I was hoping for something like this.
But he went here, takes queen g3, and I think g5 is a move of a man who is drowning, yeah, and just wants something to cling on to.
Yeah,
I think at this point, you might have felt like you have lost the game.
yeah, for sure. Like the thing is like you're also position levers apart from getting mate.
Yes.
So
Opponent has the positional advantage, also material, everything. So takes. But what was your mindset here to defend? Because I believe there were so many different ways for him to win.
yeah, I was just making moves, trying to delay mate basically.
But even if he does like h4 here, he's losing a piece, right? I mean, you are losing a piece.
I thought this knight h5, knight f6. That was my idea, at least.
Queen g4. Ah, okay.
And okay, white still has to. I mean, there will be 100 ways, but white still has to like.
Has to find the win.
Mhm.
Move the queen away. The piece is not lost. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, probably f7 is like white will win f7. Someone black is getting mate,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's totally horrible here.
Right.
So here, for example, computer was saying knight f7 is winning. King f7, knight h6, bishop h6, bishop f6, queen f6, queen c7 check. And rook e7 now c8 heads.
Right. Otherwise,
One
the
of
queen
the
wins.
one of the many ways.
Even knight c6, knight h5, queen h4, queen c7.
Mhm.
He took, you took back.
Yeah, and he was constantly thinking quite a bit.
Hmm.
He was just trying to force a win, which is understandable. And yeah, he was clearly nervous also. Because if he wins this game, then he's completely back in the match.
Yeah, it would be equal.
Yeah, and the thing is, so while he was thinking, I was calculating this very same line, starting from knight c6. And I also thought this was what he played was winning for a very long time. So yeah, h4, queen c.
Yeah, we are back. Sorry, there was a small lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was also calculating this HGGH and I could not find any difference for around 2-3 minutes because bishop g6 there is h7 and queen f7 mate and otherwise bishop is hanging h7 is with that.
So you mean here,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
bishop
it looks
g6?
completely lost. Yeah,
Right.
it's just me, but fortunately I have this move bishop e6 which is actually very tough to spot I
Here.
think. And yeah, bishop e6.
Yeah, how did you find this move?
Uh,
Elimination, right? Or I
yeah,
mean,
just elimination. And I thought I had to be losing, but I kept looking, and
there's
yeah,
no win.
suddenly the queen is defending all the key squares, and yeah, white does not have a win anymore.
These are the kinds of positions where the opponent would completely sort of flip out because he was totally
Yes.
winning,
Mm-hmm.
and now all of a sudden, and also again this nice move, bishop g4 takes.
Yeah, and this is just a perpetual.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah, so knight h6 was still winning for white
Instead
after.
of h4. Oh no, sorry. After
Yeah,
this,
here. Mm-hmm. And
take take.
Queen h6.
Yeah, threatening a mate.
Yeah, and I would
And there's
have given knight h3 check, just to knight h3. Sorry.
yeah, knight
So
h3.
gh3, queen g6. I at least avoid mate.
Ah. But if he moves his king,
Yeah, apparently white could still move his king somewhere. Yeah, and queen h7, queen c6. I don't think this is that easy.
ooh.
No, this is really tough actually.
And what is the? I mean, if you move the rook, but where is the question? Let's say rook f8.
And white can probably just take on h3, and black is just so busted.
Yeah, rook g1 maybe.
Yeah, for example, bishop f5, rook g1, bishop g6. Let's say queen f6.
Nothing moves.
Nothing moves, and
h5
so
comes
you
up.
play h5 and play king h2 first. Then
You can't play your favorite move king g2 though, but king h2 is good. I just like to always say you make these little king moves here also. I think just keep it safe. King h2 and then h5 wins. Yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm. The thing is, like rook e8, rook e6, there's queen d8 is just backline mate as well. So absolutely nothing. It's like, for example, h5 here. And okay, white should not blunder queen h3 mate. That's the only thing.
right.
So yeah,
That's why
that's
you
what
were
we
saying
have.
go king h2.
Yeah, it's just.
Okay.
But yeah, when he went for this h4, I had a big hope that he was going for this hggh.
Hmm. But you had seen bishop e6 before, like beforehand only, when he played h4, like queen.
Yes, yes,
Oh
yeah.
wow! I thought you were looking here, and you felt okay. Now some move I have to find, and then you found bishop e6.
I was looking from before. He
Wow,
was having a long thing, so yeah, I had to. My only chance was to use that time.
that's amazing. That's too good. I think this is one of the key calculations of this entire event, right? In a way, because it helped you to win, to draw this game and to win the match because you had next game as white, you drew.
Yeah.
And then we went to the semi-finals where you took on Anish Giri. And what was your thought about Anish? Because whenever I have spoken to Anish, he considers like all the youngsters of India to be very, very strong and at least equal to the best in the world as compared. So when you take on a world-class player like Anish or Ding as you have done, how do you approach such matches?
Um, what to say?
Like any other, yes?
Tried to. Yeah, I just tried to play my best chess, and Kanish is very strong, and especially like he knows his openings really well, and he's very good if he gets his kind of questions which he has looked at. Just the type of questions he feels. So he's generally very good at like small advantages and stuff. So my strategy was to kind of like try to not get into his prep and just play a bit more original stuff.
Hmm, got it. In game one, when he played
Hmm?
f4, here you were black. Why did
Yeah.
you not play queen c7 and why did you like because his threat is clearly f5 and then you need knight e5. So did you underestimate or did you misevaluate this fe6 f6 position or how was it?
No, I just blundered.
You okay.
I just blundered that f5, knight e5, fe6 is there.
Uh, you thought some f6 is okay and you just missed
I,
this.
I I guess I just missed that e5. Or I was focusing more on like I wanted something like e5, bishop c5. That's
Hmm.
why I played c4. Like
Ah,
maybe not
you
clear,
wanted
but
like if this then you wanted to do this.
ideas like this. Maybe here, like, take and rook f2 and white is just winning. But for example, I play queen c7 and bishop c5.
Right.
So yeah, that's why I opened this. But yeah, I just totally forgot about
Okay.
f5.
Because if you did queen c7 here, I think black is fine.
Yes.
I mean, it's a playable position.
Mm-hmm.
And so this first game, I think Anish played really well, right? Because even in this moment, not this, this moment, to find b4, and I mean all the moves, he just played a flawless game, I would say.
Yes, yes. This queen d1 was very strong.
Yeah, exactly. Queen d1.
And I feel like I could have put up a better fight. Actually, he spent a lot of time for this. So bishop c4, bc, bishop f1, king f1, which is important because queen f1, queen c5, and the knight is split. So there's no knight e6. So yeah, I was after the game I was regretting not trying. So let's say king f4, queen c5. I think I should have tried queen c5 and knight e6. Or okay, check first.
Right.
Let me check first.
Check.
Yeah, let's check
King
knight e6.
h8. Knight
Knight
e6.
e6, queen c3. Let's say knight f8, rook f8, and say rook a6, f5. And this could have been very tough.
Really?
I feel so. Practically.
I mean, king g1, just, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, fe4. I mean, white should be winning surely, but
You don't even have a threat, right? I mean, okay, you're pushing your e-pawn, but I can always go rook e6 and stop that pawn.
no, queen e3, queen b3 is a threat. Yeah?
Ah, okay, okay. So I can't go rook e6 because of queen e3 and king h1. There is queen b3. Got it.
Now white is losing.
I have to, I have to be careful. Maybe do h3
Yeah, probably.
and then put. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
like some e3. Like I could have put
e3.
up a better fight, for example.
Got it.
So I just wanted to show a line I was calculating after the game. So
This one.
so let's say I think white can actually take on f5, ef, but no,
Here.
later. So like queen c5, that line.
Ah, you mean queen c5,
Yeah, rook
bishop
a6
b.
f5. I guess white can actually take ef5.
Right.
But this would have been, I'm pretty sure that he would not have played this. Like it's very hard to find in a rapid game, or like even if you see it's too much of a risk to take. So king h1, queen b3, and now white is actually winning. Rook a check, king g7, rook a7 check. And black's king does not have a good square because king g8 would be ideal, but now queen b3 is check.
Ah, check. And if king h6 here, then there is
Queen d2.
queen d2, and it's
And yeah, black slowly but surely black is getting
because if rook g5
yeah.
h4
Rook g5 is stage.
and g5 is met with
Queen
maybe.
d6 and yeah, rook h7.
Would you say like in such a position, just as hypothetically f5 taking here, you would say that certain players you know in the world would take top players and certain players would not. It depends a lot on their style.
Yeah, sort of, but I think most people wouldn't take with like let's say 1 or 2 minutes on the clock. When there are probably something like king g1 and h3 is safer.
Correct. Got it. So this game, I think it was relatively smooth for Anish. He won this game. Then we go to the next game where you had the white pieces. Again, a tough. Uh, yeah. Yeah. So then you had white this time, 1 point down in the match. And I mean, how did you manage to actually create sort of a winning position here At least put pressure. I mean, it's a very quiet opening that you played.
Yeah, I just played this. I thought it's I thought it's just a question to play. It's objectively, of course, not much, but I just like these kind of questions in general. I just thought, why not?
Yeah, and your next move was very nice. A4. A typical Nihal move. Getting more space, putting the knight on B5. Did you already start feeling like you're better here?
I was not sure, but sort of, yeah. I was not sure what to do in knight c5.
This way. And what had you planned, like, in case if he had? Not sure.
I was not sure at all.
Hmm.
Like queen c2, but then you have to think of stuff like knight b3.
Knight B3, huh?
Yeah, I'm not
Take.
sure if it works, but like bishop c4. Yeah, I was looking at stuff like queen c2 and what happens. I was not sure.
Hmm.
Mm,
But this was a smooth win. Like I really liked how this endgame you converted. Did you also get that feeling that okay, this just winning?
Yeah, yeah, I think this game I had played quite well.
I think there was this moment where BD4 was faster win than Rook
Yeah,
C6
yeah, I just missed bd4.
because this is hanging, and if
Still,
Rook B7,
hmm,
this.
yes, yes. Yeah, but I think still rook c6 was good enough. Like
Yeah, yeah.
the thing is, all black's pieces are very passive, full of weaknesses. So
Okay, you
yeah.
convert. I think when it came to converting that game, you were just very strong. So that was your win, and then it equalized the score. You were 1-1 in the match, and then we went two draws. Then next
Hmm.
day again it began this entire thing, and once again it was this
Yeah.
time it was, I think, Anish who struck. Yeah, again Anish who struck first,
Hmm.
and it was quite a big strike. Yeah, like he just
Yeah, he just
crushed through.
destroyed me. Yeah.
Okay, what's with this knight c6? What's the
Yes.
inspiration?
So oh, the third game, I was just thinking after I won that second game, what I should play in the third game because okay, I checked this Rosolimo and he completely busted it. So I thought I had to come up with something else, and I thought I thought against Anish it was better to go into something, let's say,
Non-theoretical.
yeah, pretty non-theoretical, interesting, rather than like play some e4, e5 or more mainline stuff. So it was a risky choice, but I think I got a winning position in the third game, actually,
Hmm.
completely winning position. Then I messed it up.
Ah.
So yeah, again I was
I think when you played it then and then you did the next day, Anish came prepared because I believe from the
yes,
time he took, all of
uh
this was his prep, I guess, even H4. No?
yeah, yeah, and no, I was so the second day this knight c6. I knew that it's a risky choice again, even more risky than the first time because I played it already, but
Correct.
I was kind of trying to be too smart. I thought he wouldn't expect me to repeat it or something.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, yeah, and also even if he repeated, I did not think he would like check it so deeply and stuff. But I think he checked it very deeply.
Yeah. And in
And
fact, here,
yeah, I
take
think this was also prep. He took time, but I'm pretty sure this was also
this next move.
yeah.
Okay,
This
let's
sequence
ask
is
the
also prep.
viewers what did Anish play here, because I think it's a very, maybe it's not so easy to find this, right? There are too many, there are quite a few lines, and I, in a rapid game, if you haven't, if you are
Mhm.
posed with this position, you can miss it.
Yeah, uh, I actually think this is like pretty much unfindable.
Hmm. We have to maybe at some point ask Anish about this, whether it was his prep or not. By the way, while people are thinking, Dino Manrique from Philippines says was rooting for Wesley But congrats to Nihal for reaching the finals. It was a great achievement, and the runner-up prize wasn't bad. We'll talk about it, of course. Uh,
Thank you.
and Rohan Balasubramanian, Viraj Pandit, well done, guys. You both have got it right. A lot of people want to take on h5, but I think after knight h5, there's not enough compensation.
Yeah. Hmm.
So e5, and now,
Yeah,
okay,
I went into a very, very deep thought.
what did you feel like you had any, or did you think that now it's you're in trouble?
So the thing is, he spent around 3-4 minutes to get here. Like after till h4, he was playing instantly.
Hmm.
Then he spent around 3 minutes. So I thought he came up with this over the move, and I did not know this. So I thought it had to be wrong. There should be some way to refute it. But the more I thought, the more I started liking white. I could not be happy anywhere. So, and later when I checked with Stockfish, it's the top line.
Yeah, yeah.
This extra.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm like 99% sure it's just prep, and he just totally bluffed me there.
I really like this move, f3 here. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it's just like now bishop on h5 is like what to do next.
Yeah, I was very tempted to go for this.
Ah, yeah, this is your kind of stuff. Yeah, cd5, g4. You
Yeah,
have pawns.
G4 and yes, just play e6. That's what I
Right.
was thinking. And GH5, knight h5, that I'm actually not too unhappy about.
Hmm.
I think it's okay. Knight comes to f4, it's 4 pawns or three pawns.
Right.
It's 3 years.
3 pawns. No, four
Wait,
pawns. Sorry,
it is
four, four,
actually 4.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 pawns. This looks good for you.
Yeah, this looks good. But what I did not like is like after e6, white could simply play like bishop e2, for example. Like just keep the pressure and maybe rook g on next move or whatever. Like d4, white could play knight e4.
But you
Right.
can also keep making moves like rook c8, queen a5, stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe, and this is maybe what I should have done, but I did not like that white did not take immediately. And yeah, I was not happy with.
Right.
So
So you took, and now this again a
yeah,
brutal
I
move.
missed rook h5. That's true.
Knight
I did not see this idea. I thought he wanted to play g4.
g4 here,
Mhm.
and
Which is also
take
interesting. Yeah, I think I would have taken with the knight.
this. Yeah, that's what the idea is. Yes.
Yeah, rook. I was looking at rook h5 here. I thought I'm okay. It was scary, but I thought I'm okay. But okay, firstly, white can take on d7.
This is the main move. Yeah.
And here I thought knight f2 should be fine. It's a lot of pawns, and I'm probably winning a
Hmm.
rook as well. Yeah, there I thought I was just fine.
Hmm.
And yeah, this rook h5 was very strong.
Yeah, rook h5 takes knight e5, take, and queen g5. I would say like, and this is one of Anish's like really great games, right? After, I mean, all of this, of course,
Yes, yes, yes.
could be a lot of it could be opening prep, but
Mhm.
also he converted it very well.
Yeah, yeah. No, he played a great game. And yeah, these positions are not at all easy for me to play. And I had already burned up a lot of time as
Yeah, I
well.
think this is becoming more and more clear with the modern engines, that if the opponent's king is weak and there are weaknesses, the queen just is too good. And I
Mhm.
mean, it was
Yes,
known before, but I guess now with
it's
these,
getting proven more and more.
correct, like that game Magnus versus Anish in Grunfeld, where queen a1, bishop a1,
Mhm.
rook a1, and then Magnus has his bishop on c4, and he just keeps putting pressure throughout the game. And
Yeah,
my
the
understanding was,
semi-terrestrial.
sorry,
Means the semi-terrestrial, right?
yeah, yeah. A semi-Tarash,
Mhm.
it was semi. I thought it was Grunfeld, but maybe it was
Yeah,
semi-Tarash.
it was some sort of. It was there is this new line. It's not new exactly. Like knight c3, c5, cd5, cd4, queen
Uh,
d4, ed5, bg5. That came from there.
yeah. Maybe it came from there. Correct.
Yeah.
So that's how. I think the engines really prefer the queens when
Mm-hmm.
the opponent's
Yeah,
king is a bit weak. So yeah, this Anish
he
won.
played perfectly.
He played really well, and then you were once again put on the back foot,
Mm-hmm.
and in came your secret weapon.
Yeah.
I know we can't say it's your weapon as such, because I saw that there are some top players who have played this move bishop f4. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was Neiman Savian or Savian Neiman.
No, Neiman Robson.
Neiman Robson.
And few other games as well, but that was probably the latest one.
Is
The
it
top.
like okay, I want to play London, but I don't want my pawn on c3 kind of a feeling?
No, it's actually not at all related to London. It's it's a very interesting. It's just a fresh direction, and it's not a bad move at all.
What happened to the great masters of the past saying that knights should be developed before bishops? And I think their thinking was that bishop may be better on f4, g5, who knows, maybe b3, bb2, and
Mhm.
maybe now it's all about this concrete stuff. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Basic principles, of course, they're very important, but like it's being broken a lot these days.
Hmm. Yeah, also Aradhya says Carlson. So Carlson was the
Yes.
first one who played a lot this. I mean,
Uh-huh.
Carlson Aronian as well. But I think you did your own independent stuff here. I guess because you played it twice. And this move 97 very smart but looks slow.
Yeah, it's an interesting. It's not a good move objectively, but it's very. The idea is interesting.
Takes knight f3 here, queen e2, a5, h4. I really liked here. I mean, this is kind of obvious. Yeah, you have to take because g5, g6 is just better for black.
Mm, yeah, probably.
Take, rook g1, king f8, long castle. You got a great position here.
Yes. Yeah, and it was perfect for the situation. So this game, I thought I should just go all out, just play like it's a must-win game. Yeah, fortunately, I got a position
Yeah.
just, just for that.
I liked his move here. Although your next move kind of refutes it, but the point is if you
Yeah,
take, this is great compensation for black.
yeah, and black is better now.
So he went here, queen b3, knight d2. And if we say Anish's last game was his best game, I think this one was really flawless play by you.
Yeah, yeah. I think this game really boosted.
Knight c4, and it shows that you are in great form when you find the next move. I think we'll ask our viewers what did Nihal play here. Beautiful move. This
Yeah,
I mean, many ways to win here, but
yes, yes. But okay, I think this is the easiest.
this is a great move. Not to, yes, Aryan, you are right. Aradhya, Kapil, Dipanshu, Abhimanyu, Parashar, Sachin, Mohit, very good. Bishop h6, class.
Yeah, but I think this is the easiest move of the.
For sure.
Like I think the build-up was much more much more tough. Like here, the thing is there are just so many ways.
Yeah.
Like black has not developed two pieces, and
But which move would you say was tough? Because let's say you go bishop e4, that was kind of forced, right?
yes, I think this knight d2 is not very easy.
Hmm.
For example, and like the general calculations, I just wanted to show a line. I was calculating queen h3, pretty much only queen h3, and I was not sure what's happening. So rook h1.
Yeah.
So the queen is trapped, and here black can sack
Take this.
like queen h1, rook h1, rook f4.
Yeah.
But for example, queen h5 and again. as you said, yeah, when the king is weak, and in this case, black has not developed his queen side at all.
Correct.
So I thought, yeah, this just has to be winning.
Hmm.
And what was more interesting was rook h1 and d3. I was quite puzzled by this for a while. And
You can't move the queen
yeah,
because if you go queen e1,
black can escape now, queen g5.
queen g4 is just done. So
Mhm.
you have to
And
take the pawn, right?
yeah, I thought so.
Take.
So bishop d3, knight d4, and I was spending quite a lot of time calculating these lines.
Hmm.
I think I finally found a good solution. I think it's good. So rook h3
Yeah.
and knight e2, bishop e3,
Oh wow.
and knight f4, bishop f4, and h3 is better. I think this works.
Wow, this is great. This is amazing. Bishop e3. These backward moves not easy, yeah?
Yeah, no,
I think
I
you
really don't think it
calculated
was.
bishop e6 and bishop e3
Yeah.
here. Nice moves.
So yeah, this is what I was spending most of my time on. Yeah, this d3 I did not see, and but yeah, queen e3. There are a lot of choices because queen e4, rook f4, and maybe black is back in the game. Although probably not. Yeah,
Knight. But if knight b3,
queen.
rook e4, yeah.
Yeah, probably just queen h7. Yes.
It's
No, queen e4. There is queen d5, I guess, and black is like still kind of hanging on.
hmm.
And if you take the exchange now, it's well, I guess white is still better, but no, actually not even because knight e2 is coming in.
Yeah, this can get very risky.
Yeah. So at these points, I had to be a bit precise.
And you basically didn't have to sort of rush in to win material because till his pieces were
Yes, yes.
here, you were winning, but that patience is not easy. You often want to
Yeah.
get something, but you manage to keep that,
hmm
which
And
is
I think knight c4 is the last really precise. And
hmm.
now the thing is, okay, d4 is saying knight b6 is threatened.
Right.
Yeah, black just has no defense.
And yeah, here this beautiful move finished the game because if you take, there is check and rook g8 mate. Otherwise, he went king e8, but now rook g7. And then it was equal score, two draws again occurred. And then we moved into the Armageddon. And it's always very interesting what to bid. Yes, here.
Yeah,
And you already had some experience because you had bid, I think you had bid 13 against Rauf Mamedov.
no, much worse. I beat 11.
11. You had bid.
And I really regretted.
So this time you are like 14, yeah? You bid 14 or?
Yeah, I wait like 14 minutes, 15 seconds. So, yeah, I really wanted white. Just considering how the match was going, I thought it's better to take a chance with white because I did not really have a very solid opening with black that I was happy with.
Hmm.
So,
So here you went. I mean, it was a good, great. Everything was very interesting. But I just want to discuss this rook end game and when you reached here because when I thought I had not seen the live broadcast, so I felt like when you reached here and the way you won, you must have won under a time scramble. Then I saw both of you at 3 minutes on the clock. So you guys were playing super quick.
yeah. So, when we entered this, I thought I think in general, 5 versus 3 is, I mean, 5 versus 4 is,
Winning, right?
that's what I've heard.
I've heard, but engines
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
agree, I guess.
Yeah. You also,
I mean, the engines showed me when I analyzed this as
huh?
point 0.3, and then how can that be winning?
Yes, yes. It's not winning, of course, but it's like in general, I heard 5 versus 4 has great winning chances. I guess ideally, what you would like to do is like bring the rook to, let's say, d3 and maybe create a pass pawn with e4, d5.
This way.
I guess you're simply not in there. And for example, like maybe if black had the pawn on g7 and white had pawns on like h5, g4 and all, maybe it's very good winning chances. Just much more space.
Correct.
But here, yeah, I clearly underestimated, and he defended like he was incredibly fast.
Yeah, he played really well, and here
Yeah,
I think at some point you had no plan. They just keep making
yeah,
moves, make him bleed time. I think that was mainly a strategy here, right?
yeah. I was trying to make him bleed time, but he was very, very fast,
Mm.
and he was clearly faster than me. So
So you both kept moving. It was a on and on, and then you finally went
I
f4.
finally played f4. I could have moved around, but I guess I did not see the point. And also, repetition is a real danger.
Hmm.
It is-
Because it could like happen at three different moments in
Yeah,
and
yeah,
on
mm,
in the game it's not easy to detect over the board, but the
yeah, yeah.
online it
Just like,
immediately catches.
mhm. And yeah, again here, you never know when you're going to repeat.
Correct. I know that you don't think about these things like at this point. Of course, you're not thinking, "Oh my God, I have to go back home if I draw this. I'll be out of the event." But now that you think about it, do you think that this is easier to hold as black or to sort of win for white?
It's 100% easier to hold as black, I
Mm.
guess. Especially for a player like Anish, like who defended very well for most part.
What went wrong actually? Like where? I mean, we can all understand the move that
Mhm.
he went wrong, but what was his thought process that led to a mistake?
I guess he just thought that he can do anything and make a draw. And yeah, that was the subtle trap. So yeah, here for example, e5, fe, rook f5, and it's immediately over. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, where do you, if you go king g,
In
rook
rook
e5,
e5. Yes.
and then you don't have.
The thing with g pawn is that you can even defend passively, worst case.
Hmm.
So
But if I manage to cut you off,
actually, can you play e6?
e6 here,
This I
and now
cannot.
king g4.
Oh, this might be winning, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, rook f1 maybe.
No, actually,
No, there's no check because king f7. So,
wait, rook at 7? No, rook at 7 is winning.
oh, rank cutoff. Huh?
It is, right? Has to be.
Now
Yeah,
he cannot come closer, and I think
yeah,
you can move in with your king like this maybe.
yes, yes, yes. Wow. Okay,
Okay,
so it's
no,
maybe not as straightforward as I thought.
not as easy. Yeah, e5 maybe not the best.
No, I remember engine saying e5.
Okay.
Maybe not here. I guess just no e6, king g7, e7 is also loose. So,
Yeah, this wins.
hmm.
Maybe not rook f5 then. Something. But then why do you give the pawn? Yeah, if I mean it's not easy.
Maybe you just check, yeah. Maybe you just give checks, but okay, it's
Check, huh? Okay, check. King
yeah.
d3. Like okay, maybe king
How
d4.
yeah.
So
King
here.
d4 check king c. But yeah, it's not easy to decide on something like this.
Yeah, that too in this Armageddon where everything hinges.
Yeah, yeah.
What? $50,000 hinge on one move here, whether you draw or not. So he went check, king f2 here, rook at 6, rook c3,
Hmm.
check, king e7. And it's the same position actually you reached, but just with the king a little bit more active. And
Yeah.
now you win this because your king is just coming in from here to here.
Yes. So The first time when I got this, I was quite happy to find a plan at last, like this rook at 6, rook f6 earlier. But then he played this rook c3 and my king is cut off, so I cannot make any progress too.
Right here.
Yeah. So I thought I had to try like to
Get your king out
yeah
first.
king out and then rook there, and I thought I was not sure if it's winning, but I thought then it's great chance.
So king g6 just plays into your hand.
Yes. And now it's lost. Yeah.
f5. I think you just had studied Lucena, and also, of course, this is.
Yeah. The thing is with the pawn already on g5, there is never any frontal attack.
Hmm.
So you cannot go to g8 and defend.
Here, there is too less space on the
Mhm.
front.
Yeah. And rook f1, king g6, and the pawn game is finished.
Yeah.
So,
Lucena is important. Studying Lucena is important for sure.
yeah. Lucena and Philidor are, I think it's must do.
Thank you. Well, Nihal, thanks for that line. Yeah, you said, because I'm going to send it to Samay. He made an entire song out of it, saying Lucena is useless and stuff like that. But you will listen to what you have to say. Okay. Going to the
Yeah.
finals, not much to discuss here because I think Wesley played really well, but just overall,
Mhm.
when you won this match, you would be, of course, very happy because it was a very close and match up, and you're now into the finals of this event. How did you view Wesley as an opponent? Because I'm sure that everyone thought Hikaru would be sort of reaching the finals. He's so
Mhm.
strong in such formats.
Yeah. But Wesley is also very strong in this rapid format, and he has proven that by it was a while ago, but at the start of this meltwater events, he was continuously beating Magnus in
Hmm.
those events and winning them. So and yeah, also here he seemed to be in great touch, and yeah, he was just playing amazing chess.
Yeah, he played fantastically. I think there was this one game where you had chances to
Hmm.
sort of win, which was game number
Three.
3. You had black and you had once again played a risky opening,
Yeah, I tried to play this like a must-win game.
sort of this Tigers modern,
Mm-hmm.
and you managed to get what you
Yeah.
wanted, sort of confuse
Yeah.
him. Did you feel you are better here?
Yes. Yes.
Ah,
No,
d5.
I thought I will manage to win this game, and then it's match on again. But he defended extremely well. And yeah, firstly, these decisions he took is not easy at all.
Knight
This
f6
knight
check.
f6 and all this. Yeah.
Because he's basically trading down pieces when below in
Yes.
material.
Yeah. And this king c1 is a fantastic. He's just stopping.
Queen d1.
And yeah, I guess I'm pretty sure I saw knight f6 from afar. I, I'm pretty sure I just thought that queen d1 bishop d5 is mate, but he has c4, and the bishop on f1 is protected.
Hmm. So you're saying here, yes?
Yeah, I just assumed that this is mate, but it's not. It is mate, but black is getting it.
Mate other side.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought uh,
This king c1
again.
is that move, yes, which
Hmm,
resists a lot.
yeah, very strong. I thought queen. I was calculating queen e5, obviously, and then like queen e6, queen b8, bishop c8, and now I'm like queen c7. I can play f6. I thought just just stop the mate on d8, and now rook g4 is coming. Thought it should be quite a smooth way. But yeah, then he started defending extremely well. And this a4 move is also amazing. And he
Yeah.
played it in less than a second.
What?
So,
Amazing.
yeah, again, bishop g3 now is very precise because, for example, if he did it directly, I could play move like queen e7, and now he forced my bishop to c6.
Hmm. And a4, the point is that if you take,
I guess I could have taken, but I just started to get confused by this part. I like move like bishop c4, yeah, exactly. And now bishop f7 is a threat, and
you can't
suddenly,
take, there's a mate.
suddenly nothing is clear.
Hmm.
So yeah, bishop c6 and bishop g3, and now I was getting low on time as well. And yeah, I was just getting very nervous because I just couldn't see a clear way again.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, bishop d3 here is very precise, I think, because I saw something. So let's say bishop h4, like bishop h4 check first. I thought now I could play like king e6, bishop d3. Here I can play e4. And when he played bishop d3, I cannot play because
Your
my
queen
queen.
is hanging.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This is a well-timed move. E4 not possible. Queen is hanging, so you have to play f2.
Yeah, just trying to. And again, this check is very precise, I think.
Because if you take, then now again you want to do e4.
No, I wanted to take on g4. Did I blunder something there?
No, it's fine, it seems.
bc5 king e6. I'm very close to getting mated, but not quite mated yet.
Yeah.
But this is already going wrong. And
Looks
with no time,
dangerous.
with such a weak king, yeah.
So check, king here, takes, and now he actually
And
he turned it around,
yeah,
which is very
and yeah,
unbelievable.
and I played rook e7 with 4 seconds. That's the worst. Like I was sort of like I was trying to win this game at all costs. But yeah, just to play rook e7, there was a very bad decision.
I think
Okay.
there are games which you lose,
Yeah. Hmm.
and there are games which sort of take away a lot from you, and this is one of them. It not
Yeah,
only you
yeah.
lose, but you also then feel like if I didn't win this, what's happening? Something like that.
Yeah, the thing is, I could have taken a draw and still kept the match very much alive.
Hmm.
But yeah, this was pretty bad.
No, I mean there comes a moment where you are like, okay, I need to try, and I think you tried. Next day, I mean, you were 3-1 down, and the game with black pieces was a very nice one. You equalized, but yeah, in the end,
Yeah,
he won.
like he was just much stronger in that match.
Correct.
Like as you see in this game, like if you defend like this, you deserve to.
Oh, for sure.
You just deserve it.
Amazing. Nihal, that was brilliant bit of analysis. I really enjoy when you share some of your thoughts in the game, because it also shows how deeply you are looking at variations and how many options you are considering. So thank you for sharing that. And before I let you go, is it possible to look at a few questions sent by our viewers? Because every time we have a live stream, I do ask our viewers to send in us some questions, and we have a few if we can
Yeah,
answer.
sure, sure, sure.
Okay, let's have the first one here. Nihal, we have seen your bullet blitz rapid skills. As a player, what are your future plans on classical chess? And what basis do you select which classical tournament to play? This is by Somen Patra.
Uh-huh. Uh, Classical chess, I don't know at the moment actually. Not many haven't planned yet. And yeah, generally I just try to choose like some just whatever is quite strong. Like let's say a few players over 2600. Just in general, just strong tournaments.
Mm. But you have no classical event planned till the end of this year?
No, and
Not yet.
also next year I'm not sure.
Oh. So if there are some good events coming up, you would love to participate, right? In
Yeah,
classical.
sure.
Mhm.
Mm.
Got it. I mean, it's not your decision to play less classical chess. It's just that there are
No,
no
no.
events that are happening.
Yeah, and around this time I don't think there are many events.
Hmm. Got it. Okay, what here's the next question. A lot of commentators have said Nihal doesn't like opening prep a lot and he prefers to get equalish positions and grind it out in middle game and end game. Is that true?
Um, Not exactly. It's not like I don't like opening preparation, but no, generally I just try to sort of choose against opponents. Like, for example, I think against Anish and Sam, I played very differently. Uh, it's also classical and rapid blitz is very different. So it's really depends on the time control and opponent.
Hmm. But you are not averse to preparing opening. It's not boring for you.
No, no.
It's yeah. I think it's a must at top level. Otherwise, one cannot sustain.
True, true. Yeah. You have
Okay,
to like keep updating
correct.
every time. Like every time new theory comes in.
So if let's say from tomorrow onwards or day after some event starts like
Mm.
World Team Championship or this Champions Chess Tour, you will look at a few games and keep updating your lines.
Yeah, yeah. Like for example, this Bishop F4 is sort of a new trend.
Hmm.
And also this game I played against Anish, the second game, this knight d2 d5 b3.
Right.
I think that's also fairly new if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
Not sure though. Okay,
I
at least I saw it
I
for the yeah.
I thought it used to be called like Kole Zukertot opening, like you put your pawn on e3, then b3,
Uh-huh.
bb2. Like earlier, there were two types. One was Kole, where you play d4, e3, c3, but bishop is on c1,
Hmm.
and you try to play dc5 and e4. The other was you put e3, d4, b3, bb2, and a lot of people used to play like when I was young, but
Yes,
maybe.
yes. No, but those are mainly against knight f6 e6 systems. Yeah?
Hmm,
But this is against g6. So the first
g6.
time I saw this was in Belgrade in March. Game between Sugiro and Abdul Sattar. So maybe it's not new, but at least I saw it this year.
Yeah, also the way you see it is way different from the way, let's say, normal people see it. They just see like, okay, it's a normal development, but I think top players look at sort of what is the right moment to push c4, when is the right moment to take with the knight, and so on, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's just. I mean, I just find it like an easy position to play just to make moves for rapid blitz, especially.
Yeah. Before we go to the next question, Ankur Paliwal says, congrats Nihal, thanks for sharing your thoughts and the song recommendation leaked by Srinath, Kerala Fornia.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, it's leaked, huh? I
Yeah,
remember that when we were in Bangalore for Waka, that song was gaining popularity. Now it's maybe more, yeah, popular.
yeah.
Okay. Vinay says, can you ask Nihal what he does not to get mentally tired? Playing chess so fast and accurate takes so much of energy to keep focus. Does he do any meditation or practices?
Not exactly. I don't really do anything. Uh, I'm just quite experienced in blitz, and like I've been playing blitz for a very long time, and sort of used to it, and I really enjoy it. So I think when you're enjoying something, it doesn't really tire you as much.
Hmm. Do you feel like now this is becoming like a main thing in chess world? Firstly, people used to argue, okay, rapid and blitz, is it as important as classical? Now everyone's arguing online rapid and blitz, is it as important as classical chess? Any thoughts there for you?
I don't know. Classical is still. I mean, it has its value. It's like the obviously quality is much higher. You get that, like you get some sort of depth in classical, which cannot really be matched by rapid blitz as much. But I guess rapid and blitz is really expanding. It's becoming more and more important. A lot of like big prize money tournaments are rapid and blitz, and I guess it's also much more viewer friendly, much more
Yes.
interesting to watch.
Yes.
So I guess the future of rapid and blitz is like looking very good.
Isn't it this way? Like wherever there are viewers,
Yeah,
there are sponsors. Wherever there are sponsors, there's money. Where there's money, there will be growth. I mean, and so it looks
yeah,
natural right now that Rapid and Blitz will grow further.
yeah. So,
And talking about it, I think this question is in Amitabh Bachchan's voice. ये बताइए निहाल जी क्या करेंगे आप इतनी धनराशि का? So, like in Kaun Banega Karodpati, it's asked
uh-huh.
that way. What will you do with this money? So, yes, this was a question which has been an important one. I mean, I have been talking a lot about it. People have been saying, why are you all the time discussing about money that Nihal has won? But I think it's the second highest ever prize money that has been won by an Indian after Vishy Anand for World Championship. I mean, he has won maybe more than $500,000, but $100,000 that you have won. What does it mean to you? And what are your thoughts overall?
um, yeah, I don't have any thoughts, honestly. Uh, and during the tournament, I was not thinking about price at all. I actually did not know.
Acha, you didn't
But
know that what prize you are playing for.
no, I have no idea.
Unbelievable.
Until I got to know that I won 100,000.
Ah. Once you got to know you won 100,000, you are like, okay, big deal. Yeah, I'm to still, my life remains the same. Something of that sort.
No, no, but like I was not looking at the price money, and yeah, I haven't planned anything yet. Don't know.
You don't indulge in any financial investment, like you don't think about these things. It's your maybe your parents, your manager, and so on. Who
Yeah, yeah.
Right, got it. So when you choose an event, the prize money is not so important for you when you decide to play an event.
Oh no, just that you check it sometimes to see. Like generally, higher price money means tournament is strong.
Hmm,
That's all.
man. People in the chat saying epic. This is a great thought. Like that you just play strong opponents, you improve, and the money will come. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a small question. Piyush Gokhale says my son is 5 years old. He's rated around 1,000, which is amazing. The
Oh,
only
wow.
problem is his concentration span as he's a kid. If Nihal can let us know any games or activities fun for kids that can improve concentration level, it will help greatly. Did you do anything when you were very young that helped you to concentrate better on chess?
Hmm, not exactly. Uh, okay, I had tried some yoga when I was in like fourth, fifth, but I I did not persist for too long or something. But honestly, I don't know what to do for concentration. As such. I'm not the best, and I don't think my concentration is like unbelievable.
Well, Nihal, when you play such a strong event and you reach the finals of it in Rapid and Blitz, I think it requires tremendous concentration. So perhaps you have one of the best out there.
Um, I don't know. Like I'm generally a slightly distracted person,
Hmm.
but uh, I guess once you, I don't know. For me, it is more like if you enjoy it, you'll probably get naturally concentrated.
Correct.
But I mean, there should be some good exercise and good exercises, techniques, and all. I'm just not the best person to ask.
I think you are absolutely right. After a point, yes, there should be, but at the start, if someone likes doing something, they will naturally just be concentrated on it. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. At least that was the case with me.
Last two questions. A huge congrats to Nihal for such a big achievement. I follow his games a lot And I want to ask Nihal, this is by Tanush Gamers. How does he manage studies and chess?
Uh, it's tough. And um, yeah, it's it's not at all easy after one point. Like both keep going into much higher levels. At some point, it's just very hard to take. And yeah, this year I just took a break because Olympiad was coming and I could not focus on 12th exams and Olympiad at the same time. So yeah, before that, my school was very supportive and my parents are also they're helping me a lot. So it's very largely due to their help.
Mhm.
But yeah, in general, it's not very easy.
You are still in the same school that you began with? I forget the name of the
Yeah,
school.
yeah, Devamata.
Sorry?
Yeah. Devamata.
Ah, right.
Yes.
Deva Mata.
Yeah, but yeah, this year I decided to quit because of yeah, just to focus on chess.
I think this is sort of the trend I'm seeing. Also, the other players like Arjun also sort of stopped going
Mm-hmm.
to his college.
College.
Also, Gukesh, I think, stopped at some point. So maybe that is how it is. The level at which you guys are, the amount of effort it takes, the amount of time you have to dedicate, the emotional
Mm-hmm.
energy needed. I think you cannot do two things, right?
Yeah, and studies is not getting any easier either. So yeah,
Right. So you managed to do it till this point, till I think you were 2600, you were managing, but I think now the last year or
yeah.
so.
I wrote till 11th exam.
Hmm, got it. Okay, last question here. Late congrats, Nihal, for reaching the finals in such a tournament, competing with top level players. Is Akshay Kalpa the secret of your success?
Uh, yeah, for sure. So it's they're doing a great help. But without their help, I would not be able to play nearly as much tournaments going to Europe. It's having a sponsor really helps your financial stability and they're doing such a great lot for my chess and I'm extremely grateful to them.
Yeah. I remember that they started supporting you when you were very young. I think you had just become a
Yeah.
GM maybe at that
Mm.
point.
Yeah, it was like around 18 man.
Hmm. So really huge kudos to the Akshay Kalpa team for, being with you. And I guess
Yes. And mm,
the relationship only keeps growing as you keep doing better and better.
yes, and Akshay Karpa's CEO Shashikumar sir came to meet me during the Olympiad after the match against US. So he came to Chennai just to meet me.
We also had him in the commentary on the day he
Ah, yeah.
came. We spoke to him like for a couple of minutes, and I've huge respect for him, and he's done a lot for chess, so it's amazing. Just a couple of pictures here to show you guys the chess.com team with Nihal, and you did a lot of things with them, table tennis and stuff. So I guess a huge thanks to them for keeping
Yeah.
you in
Of
great
course.
spirits. Okay, Nihal, that was amazing. Thank you for sparing time out of your schedule for this, and I will see you soon. And good luck for the next events. I guess maybe if nothing turns up in the next few days, you will definitely play the World Rapid and Blitz.
Yes, yes. So my next event will be World Teams.
Ah, you're going to World Teams.
Yeah, yeah.
This is I forget the place. I think it's in
Israel.
Israel,
Yes,
and
yes.
you're leaving on
Not sure yet.
two,
Probably 18th or 9th.
18th or 19th. Okay, and
And
then
yeah, then Calcutta.
oh yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, of course, I will see you in Kolkata. I
Yes,
was
yes.
thinking when you said you don't have much to play, it's only classical. You have your
It's
schedule
classical.
full with other events.
Yeah, just no classical.
Correct. Well, good luck, Nihal, and once again, a huge thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, that was Nihal joining us from his home in Kerala and talking to us about his experience at the Global Chess Championship. What a brilliant performance by him. I mean, it's just unbelievable that just 18 years old and he played against almost all the best players in the world, beat Kramnik, Ding Liren, Anish Giri, Samuel Sevian, and reached the finals. So it's amazing to see him do this, and a huge kudos to him. And I will see you all later with some more news that from the chess world. For now, this is Sagar Shah signing off. Take care, guys. Bye bye.